Feels like it, right? I mean, yeah, we had so much time off, and I mean, it feels like we've been playing every other day for the last 2 months, and we got a couple days. It's kind of nice, and yeah, we're ready to get back at it.
When you guys play a series like this, you know the team you're playing pretty intently. But now that you guys have had almost a week to get, I mean, do you know? And they're going to same for them.
Yeah,
You guys are going to know each other pretty darn well.
I think so. I think we've played against them quite a bit. I mean, yeah, and I think we kind of try and do the same routine, whether who we're playing. I mean, whether we're playing Boston or whatever, or Toronto, we kind of, I think, stick to the same kind of thing a couple days before, have video, and kind of try and keep it similar. But yeah, we haven't really talked too much about it. I'm sure the next couple days we'll start to talk a lot more.
Good morning, Carter. If you had to sum it up, why are you guys playing now in the Eastern Conference Final, whereas you didn't last year when the regular season record was so much better?
I think, to be honest, we're just playing a little differently. And I mean, I think last year obviously we had a great success in the regular season, but it doesn't always translate. And I think just the way we're playing a different style of hockey. And I mean, we're a tight group. We're all composed, and I mean, we're just having a lot of fun playing hockey and playing for each other, and just having fun out there, kind of.
As an offshoot of that, given the success that you had in the regular season last year and the style that you guys played, which was run and gun, which I'm sure had to be a lot of fun to play in, was it difficult to accept, or how difficult, if at all, was it to accept the idea of we need to change to a much more grinded out type of style?
Yeah, I think I mean, it's a lot for different styles. I mean, this kind of style is a lot easier to replicate game after game, whereas if you're playing a different style like run and gun, I mean, every game is different. You're getting pucks in different areas, where I think we found a little bit of consistency in our game, and I think that's the biggest thing, where we can go into the game, know what we're going to do, everyone knows where we're going to be, and it's a lot more consistent than I think we have played in the past, I think.
Kind of following up on that, like obviously, like you said, it's more replicable, easier to like do game after game. But for a lot of the regular season, you guys were losing more than you were winning. Like, how hard was it to, I guess, kind of like stick to that for like basically the first half of the season when you guys knew how good you could be?
Yeah, I think we all believed in each other, and we had the pieces and a lot of good players in the locker room. But I think it's an adjustment. I mean, we've been playing a certain style ever since I've been here, and I think we had a lot of injuries. I mean, it's a lot of turnover, and I think there's a lot of things during the year that we had to go through, a lot of adversity, and I think that was one of the biggest reasons why our record was what it is. I mean, we still made the playoffs and everything, but I mean, yeah, we went through a lot of adversity this year, and I think it definitely made us stronger for times like this, where we can lose a game and then be okay with it, kind of thing, and move on. Whereas other teams where you're winning a lot, you lose a game, you think it's the end of the world, kind of thing.
Since the playoffs started, you guys have been the underdog, and I believe in this series it's a little bit closer than the first two, but you're still the underdog. Being the team that's hunting this season, has that made it kind of, not easier, but you guys enjoying it more, that you're the ones that are not, you guys are the ones that are hunting and stuff like that?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it makes it a different kind of style. I mean, where everyone's expecting teams to dominate us or whatever, and then it puts a lot of pressure on the other team if they're feeding into that kind of role. But I mean, it's just, I think we just go out there and try and play. I mean, we don't think we're underdog, or we just go out and think we're a really good team and try and compete for the Stanley Cup. We don't really focus too much on who's favored to win or what the people are betting on or whatever. We're just trying to stay what we do what we do best, and stick to how we play, kind of thing.
You mentioned earlier some of the adversity that your team has faced, and going back to December after your team lost to Carolina, Paul Murray said that the team held a pretty exceptionally honest meeting, and he was pretty exceptionally honest with your team. How is that maybe a turning point for this group?
Yeah, you could say that's definitely a turning point. I mean, that's our lives got a whole lot harder after that. I mean, we obviously didn't like how the first half of our season went. I guess definitely up to that point, we weren't too happy. It seemed like we weren't, finding a way to win, or we needed to kind of dig in a little bit, and everyone kind of look at themselves in the mirror and kind of find a way to battle out of what we created for ourselves. And I think it says a lot about the guys in our room. I think we all kind of came together and said we have a lot more to give, and we need to all buy in, kind of thing. And I think it really helped for sure.
Carter, given that you guys played more of, for lack of a better term, a playoff type style of game throughout the regular season, did that maybe provide a little bit more confidence heading into the playoffs this year?
I, to be honest, I was more confident the year before headed into the playoffs after winning the President's Trophy. But I think we all kind of bought into the system, and I think we thought it would be fine, and I think we thought we were going to do well, and we knew we had the pieces and the type of game we can play, and when we're at our best, we can definitely be one of the best teams in the league, and we were confident in that aspect. But I think whenever you're facing, I mean, even Boston in the first round, I mean, they're the best team in the regular season kind of thing. I mean, you're kind of like just going into the series and trying to it kind of let us play a little more free and kind of like that, and I think it gave us a little bit of confidence. So,
How do you think you match up with the Hurricanes now that you've had a couple days to settle in here?
I think we both teams play pretty same game, so it's gonna be hard battles. But I think it's a good matchup for sure. They have a lot of good players, and so do we. And overall, we just need to play our own game, and I think we just have to play together, play tight as a team, and not give too many chances, and try to play pretty simple.
We've talked about, Florida's the 8th seed, this, that, and the other, but it seems like what happened in the regular season doesn't matter anymore. Are you kind of enjoying that? The handcuffs are off. I mean, you seem to be enjoying these playoffs now that it's like a fresh start kind of thing.
Yeah, of course, it's the dream everybody dreams of when you're a kid growing up. You always watch the NHL playoffs. That's the biggest thing in the year. And of course, we're really happy, and I'm really excited to be here, get the opportunity to still play hockey, and we want to make the best out of it.
I mean, looking at Carolina, they're a team that plays with probably one of the best defensive structure in the league. I mean, is that going to be a real big test to your guys' forechecking game?
Yeah, we know they have good players and they play a good structure game, but I think so do we. We've been improving a lot during the year, and that's the biggest key. I think we're still here. We play really good offensively, like in the offense zone and in the D zone. So, yeah.
Second playoff for you, and that third line that you're centering, it's been very big this postseason. Has there been more confidence in your game now that you've already been through one playoff run, one full NHL season, and now it kind of just pressure's off your back?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last year I didn't really know what to expect. I had a season behind me, but overall, I didn't play any playoffs games before last playoffs, so it was a very important lesson for me and the team. We saw how it was, and we tried to learn as much as we can, and it feels like this playoffs were more ready to battle and more ready to play the playoff game, and we're really confident as a group right now.
Yeah, this might be a really obvious question, but is this the best you guys feel like you've played all year, kind of understood what you're doing? It just seems like it took some time to click, but it clicked at the exact right time.
Yeah, I mean, from last year, a lot of changes happened, and I think it takes a little bit of time, and I'm really happy we were able to find a way to play together, find a way to enjoy the hockey. Overall, just feels like we've been finding a way to win games, and that's something we need to hold on to it. And I think in our game we play a fun and excited, and we play with the whole heart. We give everything every shift, so that's fun.
Hi, Anton. Kind of an offshoot of David's question. How long did it take you guys to feel really comfortable in playing this new style, which is very different from what you guys played last year?
Yeah, I mean, the whole season it's been. The longer the season been going, the better we've been like playing. So it's going in the right direction all the time. But I think end of the year we were able to win big games when we had to. That gave us a lot of confidence. We came to the playoffs as a really confident group. We're excited to challenge the teams. We're underdogs, and we wanted to show everybody how good we are, and that we're able to win any team in this league. And we did that, and now it's the next challenge for us, and we're ready, and we're gonna prepare so we're ready when the game starts on Thursday.
And my follow-up is what was your initial reaction when Coach Maurice came in and he kind of like installed this new style, which was, again, very different from what you guys did last year?
Like in the start of the year, or?
No, the style. Yeah, correct. At the start of the year when, okay, this is the system we're going to be using now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that different, but I just feel like as a team it takes a little bit time to get all the small details on the right track, and yeah, maybe that's the biggest thing. You just need like games under your belt with the team, with the structure, and then at some point you will like know it good enough and trust it, and then it just comes naturally, and that's something it's been happening right now.